Hey, good afternoon, Augusta Nation. Thank you for joining me on the ride home. My clock in my car is not working, so I'm not quite sure what time it is. It's a little bit after 5, and I'm actually about to pull up to my wife's bakery, Sinless Sweets. I don't have car seats in my car, so I'm gonna pick up hers and then go get my kids from daycare, go hang out with their nanny, my grandma, or my nanny, and yeah, just enjoy the last bit of Friday. Amber will be closing up the shop today, and so she probably won't be home till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I hope everybody's week went well. This was the first full week Jeremy's been out of the office in a while. I think the last time was I don't know if it was last July or the July before last, but this is his first week of vacation as a business owner, and I can remember my first week, and kind of being super worried that all the vehicles and the customers would still be there when I got back, but hopefully he's got much more confidence with what is going on at Augusta right now. So I know he does, but it was really cool seeing, he's always been just absolute amazing employee, but as a partner, super supportive, called every day, he's answering emails. He probably would have been doing it as an employee, just a stand-up guy. And I just really appreciate having somebody like him. It's so important as a business owner, if you're trying to grow your business, to have somebody that buys into your mission. If you don't, you can feel super alone. You can feel like you're failing, like it's just not it's not for you. And I definitely don't take that for granted. And Jeremy's loyalty and dedication, just talent in this business is a godsend. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to see him and get on with this year's growth, getting ready for everything. So we had a good bit of stuff happen this week. I just met with the guy that's buying our treatment division. We had a video. He paid for their media team to come in and do a professional video. His wife is the face of the business, and so we did a video, myself and his wife, just kind of addressing our customers and letting them know that we've partnered with Lawnase for the chemical part of their service, and then not to worry, pricing isn't changing, the service isn't changing, and just did the transfer. So it was really cool going over there, checking out Kyle's operation over at Lawnase. Just an amazing businessman as far as like what he's built, and he's strictly spraying. So he had a couple Scott's franchises whenever Scott's was around before they got bought out. And so he did that for like 10 to 15 years or 10 years, something like that. Got bought out and then came back and started and rebranded into Lawnase after the non-compete. And so they're taking on our customers. I'm very confident with that. They're going to be taken care of, and nothing's going to be amiss. And if anything, something will be added, because they are super streamlined on nothing but treatments. And that also allows us to be super streamlined on nothing but maintenance and mowing the lawns, weeding the beds, and taking our resources, our time, our energy, our training ability, and just focusing on a select service. And I think that is super important as well. If you're listening and you're just starting your business and you're in the green industry, there's so many different aspects of it, and you can get overwhelmed with how many services you're asked to do, and what is possible. You can get into lawn mowing, you can get into that's what most people start with, and then they have a hard time with whatever aspect of a business. And that's just the same with any business. It's labor, making systems, having that customer experience. And also the same thing for any business, until you get to economies of scale, you're not really seeing a whole lot of money because you're growing. And so a lot of people get frustrated and say, okay, well, here's a solution. I can scale to $800,000 to $1 million by just laterally saying, okay, well, I'll mow your grass, I'll do some hardscaping, I'll do some treatments, I'll, clean off your gutters, and they just add on these services, power washing, whatever it is. And it just takes away your ability to focus your resources on your talent, your employees, your marketing ability gets watered down, and you're not going to be able to be great at any one thing, or you're not going to be able to be great at all those things. And so with the customer experience, with the product, communication, all of it. So I'm really excited to be focused on the core of what Augusta is, and that is simple services. Not that treatment isn't simple, it's just when you have resources as far as money to market and time and equipment, you really want to just focus on a couple things and really grow that, go real deep with it. So that's what we're doing. And I just wanted to share a little bit, as far as, my channel, in the description, one of my big priorities is my relationship with God and sharing that. So it's definitely a God moment that I want to share with the growth of this year and just some things in general. But we all have, as business owners, you have to plan, and that's part of our job. And if it's not your strength, you'll have to find somebody that can plan and be the vision of the growth. So my role in the business, I'm more of the visionary. Jeremy's more of the integrator. He gets things done. He puts that horsepower to pavement. And so I'm thinking about how we're growing, and we have a treatment division. This was a couple months ago. I'm like, okay, well, we really need to grow that because we only had, not even a full truck. And I was like, we really need to ramp that up. Everything else, we had several trucks of mowing and projects. So all the marketing dollars were going to be spent this year on treatment. And we were going to have to buy another truck because we were anticipating that growth. But we have this big demand for mowing. So we were thinking about the plans and what we were going to do. And we were like, okay, well, we might be able to afford another truck for mowing. And we also had other plans that we were simplifying our services and breaking apart certain things. We had just mow routes, just a shrub trimming truck. And we also wanted to go solo team member mow routes. And so with all of that, we were looking at what it would cost, and we're like, man, this is just going to eat into all of our profit. And this was finally the year, last year we achieved economies of scale, paid for it in growth, and this year is supposed to be the year of the profit. So we were looking at it, and we're like, okay, well, we're gonna have to cap off growth of mowing and just focus on treatment. And God had another plan, and we spent time making this plan. And then Jesse Carter, who was the manager of treatment, and he was the applicator, he put in his 2 weeks, got a great job, awesome. It was great all around. There was not a downfall in this entire God event, which is, just amazing in itself. And it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes God moves you, and there's a good bit of pain with that move. This was one that I can honestly say I wouldn't have thought of it on my own. And if I had thought of it on my own, it would have caused pain because I would have had to, eliminate a treatment division and eliminate an employee that was great. But God stepped in and said, well, I'm going to give Jesse this great opportunity, and almost doubled his salary, gets to work from home, which is super important to him. So that was awesome for him. And then at first, depends on your perspective. I could have gotten upset and said, man, I'm not getting what I want. I said, okay, well, there's three options here. Number one, I congratulated Jesse and was very happy for him. And, I noticed, obviously as a parent, like, well, this isn't going my way, but cool. So we had a couple options, find his replacement was number one. Because I was trying, I was like, well, this is the plan. We need someone to treat. And then option number two was to sell it. Didn't find anybody. And then I put some feelers out there, found a great buyer. Found Kyle with Lawn Ace. And once that happened, we realized that the plan, the path that was put before us was, okay, now we can add more trucks to mowing. So we're now adding an additional 3 trucks. I'm gonna focus on that. So that was excellent. Just absolutely amazing. And just wanted to share that with you. That was definitely not me. That's not my doing. It was definitely the Lord's path, and pushed me to say, this is what you need to do. And so I wanted to share that. and I'll share more with the bakery and things like that, but it's going absolutely amazing, better than we could have thought. And I'm very blessed, and I feel very fortunate and very grateful for that. So I'm about to, it's a rare moment, I get to go hang out with my kids a little bit early. So I'm going to sign off. I hope you have a great weekend, and I really appreciate you taking your time to check out the channel. If you're in the lawn care business and you are new, or if you're growing and you're having some struggle, which is totally normal, that's how you learn, I highly recommend you check out Mike Andes. Check out his YouTube channel, check out Lawn Care Business Course. And if you're brand new into the lawn care industry and you don't currently have an Augusta franchise, this Augusta Gold, it's not the color, it's not the awesome golden retriever, it's the systems and the people and the guidance and the knowledge that have really just made the success possible. So check all that out, and hope you have a great weekend. I will see you Monday.